Utah Jazz taking on the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And it's the Pistons to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah, Steve Novak is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Favors. Then it's Exum. And it's Hayward in at the 2 spot. Dishes to Favors. Rebound by Greg Monroe.
Well, the Pistons' acquisition of Josh Smith last season put Greg Monroe in a tight spot. Both players, natural power forwards, neither one of them floor spacers, so it really was not a good fit, and that showed in the Pistons' record.
Singler, no good. Pistons on defense. Singler with the rebound. Here's Meeks. Singler outside. Three-pointer Augustine. Can't get it to go. And here's Hayward. Passes it to Novak. They double him with Drummond. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And Meeks kicks to Augustine. Singler outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. Misses from close range.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Hayward. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Pass to Meeks. Hits the three-point bomb. Meeks got himself on the board with 3 there.
But a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
Here's Exum. Tries to snap the cold streak. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Monroe sets a screen for Singler. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath him.
A different look here for Detroit. Tolliver comes in for Drummond. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jody Meeks. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Trevor Booker comes in for Kanter. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. A different look here for Detroit. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kyle Singler. Well, the Jazz are 2 young, talented big men in Derek Favors and Enes Kanter. The question has been, can they play together?
I think you've got to give it more time to see if, in fact, they can play together, because ideally they would be a formidable duo, particularly at the defensive end and on the glass. And you don't want to give up on that possibility at this point in time. In today's NBA, you got to have some spacing to be effective, so you got to add some shooting if those 2 guys are going to be effective together. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And Augustine kicks to Drummond. Addition out to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Drummond. The rebound by the Jazz.
The guys, Enes Kanter Bill, coming into the NBA as a player who could score inside and out, he's still looking for consistency in his jump shot. If he can hit the mid-range jumper consistently, that should help him and Favors share time on the court.
13 seconds on shot.
The Jazz making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Augustine passes to Monroe. Here's Meeks. Millsap covering. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And for the Jazz, as last season wore on, more and more they started alternating Favors and Cantor to minimize their court time together. That wasn't the initial idea. They were actually hoping to be able to play those guys together, and I still think they've got to continue to try to pursue that goal. We'll see if they can mesh better on the court with the passing of time.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And he gets it to go. Meeks got 6.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
And Hayward gets it to go. Here's Caldwell Pope. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's stolen by Gobert. Up in time. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Burke and Exum make the backcourt. Trevor Booker is out there with Favors, and it's Millsap in at the 3 spot.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
You would think that a team like the Pistons, who struggled as they did, would have trouble with teams out west, but they really held their own.
You know, that was surprising. They weren't exactly taking the conference by storm, but they definitely were able to knock off a few of the powerhouses out there.
Second chance shot. Anthony. Off target at the rim. Millsap attacking. Burke kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. Top of the key, Booker. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And to go back to what you said with the Pistons, they had a bad record against the West, but a lot of those games were close.
And the Jazz making a change here. Novak's checked in.
For a team like the Pistons that wasn't going to make a lot of noise last year in terms of competing, I think it's a good sign that they did have some tough games against some of the Western Conference opponents where they did compete at a playoff-type level.
Now here's Burke. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Exum dishes to Burke. Pulls it from the elbow. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one. Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
The Jazz with another miss.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
The Jazz making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Now here's Favors. To the inside. tipped away. Lucas, that's good. Lucas has got 4 this quarter.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
It's a Detroit Pistons timeout.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Joel Anthony. Monroe comes in for Anthony Towers. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Lucas. And Utah with a change here, too. Hayward's checked in. Augustine with it. Now defended by Exum. Augustine, no luck.
Enes Kanter was the 3rd overall pick back in 2011, drafted out of Kentucky, where he actually never played a game there due to ineligibility. But he was a bit of a gamble because of that. Not sure he's completely delivered on those lofty expectations.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. There are a lot of questions as to how Dante Exum will develop as a player. He has the skill to be a 2-guard, but grew up playing point guard. He would prefer the point, saying that's the position that has got me here. That's what I want to be going forward. We'll see if the coaches agree, Kevin.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. And for Kanter last season, Clark, a big uptick in minutes, but his productivity actually regressed somewhat.
Well, Kevin, the shooting percentages went down, as did his blocks and steals. But remember now, he's only 22 years old, and it's not always a straight line of progression for players. There are occasional detours before you bounce back up to that next plateau.
Exum kicks to Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2. Three-pointer Augustine. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And that one's good. Novak's got his first 2 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
"19 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the shot is good.
I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
And Augustine kicks to Monroe. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Millsap with it. Burke, the pass to Gobert. Here's Kanter. No good on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first half of play. Utah out in front, leading by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
Monroe and Drummond there inside. Meeks and Singler at the 2 and 3. And it's Augustine in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Now here's Favors. Feeds to Hayward. Fires the three. Exum dishes to Favors. Kept alive. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Misses off the right iron.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here in the second half.
Augustine from outside. They get it back. And stolen by Favors. Novak kicks to Exum. He feeds it to Hayward. There's the pass to Novak. He dishes it to Hayward. Pass to Novak. For three. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
A lot of questions about what exactly is the best fit for Drummond on the floor. And Steve, I mean that both in what position he plays and who he pairs up with inside.
I think that's the key, Kevin. It's really who he's paired up with. You know, last year's Pistons team just didn't have enough floor spacing, and so the paint was clogged. But if you get Drummond with some shooting, particularly a stretch 4, to really open up the court for him, man, that's scary.
Now, here is Monroe. Easy jumper from very short distance. And the Jazz call time here.
And with Drummond, I think he has such versatility and is really an amazingly consistent player in how he plays. I think he could tandem and partner up with any other big guy and be effective.
Aldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Singleton. And Utah also making a switch. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Enes Kanter. Kicks it to Hayward. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen?
His time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. Burke, he's checked in for Exum. Scooped up. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Augustine passes to Drummond. Burke grabs the miss.
And guys, it's easy to look good playing alongside someone like Drummond, who has athleticism that is matched by very few in the league, and maybe unparalleled for others in his position. Makes the coach's job a lot easier.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Jazz making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Pistons trailed by 6. Augustine dishes to Monroe. He kicks it to Drummond. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yes, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Augustine kicks to Caldwell Pope. Tries to save it. Here's Drummond. Hayward grabs the board.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
And there's the feed to Burke. Over to the wing. Here's Booker. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Joel Anthony's checked in for Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Greg Monroe. And John Lucas is subbed in for Augustine. And Utah with a change here, too. Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Millsap kicks to Gobert. Burke, the pass to Millsap. Stolen.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Lucas dishes to Anthony. Tolliver for three.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Lays it up and banks it in.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chance.
Reach out, touch faith.
Pistons trailed by 8. And so in the game for the Jazz, Burke and Exum at the backcourt. Steve Novak is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monroe. Gobert with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Jazz leading by 8. Now Exum. And Gobert kicks to Burke. Kanter in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Pistons shoot in just 35%. They've got to get better looks. They grab their own miss. Monroe. A beautiful reverse layup. Monroe's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pistons. Exum kicks to Kanter. Dishes to Burke. Passes it to Novak. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 6 assists now in the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Singler outside. Here's Meeks. Monroe right side. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Greg Monroe, 6'11", 250, the ability to play the 4 or the 5 spot, and his combination of size and skill makes him very coveted around the league.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Hayward comes in for Burke. And Monroe, very left-hand dominant, much better scoring from that side of the floor.
Yeah, and while being a lefty does throw defenders off, I think developing his right hand is something that will help him even get better as he moves forward.
To the left wing. Up and in on the layup. Monroe's got 5 points in the quarter. Utah leading by 6. Here's Novak. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Meeks, good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Now, here's Exum. Did by Augustine. Here's Kanter. The Jazz with another miss. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Jazz foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, you know, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Detroit. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Pass to Meeks. The dish to Caldwell Pope. He's looking for Monroe and finds it. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the Duke continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
Well, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
To the paint. Intercepted. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Monroe sets a screen for Augustine. Feeds it to Drummond. And the pass to Monroe. Yes! And the foul. They get Derek Favors.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first. It's been a solid outing for Drummond. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. Those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
Exum kicks to Novak. Count it!
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Monroe. He dishes it to Meeks. And stolen by Hayward. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Exum. In the corner, it's Hayward. Inside to Favors. Cantor. Money!
Oh, what a basket and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 4. 11 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And obviously time is the big factor here because they need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert. Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.